Sir, yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, folks. Happy Monday, Magic City Mondays, all in a thing. It's your boy Bruce Courtside. This is Courtside Radio, live as always, here with all your hoops, culture, and Super Bowl week, baby. Let's go. Turn up. Go Rams. The city is lit. The city is lit. Parties all week. Get your cash ready. Instagram influencers all out here in the streets. So I know the guys are happy. PG, what's good, man? Let's go.
Hey, that's my favorite part of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Since the Chiefs aren't playing, the game I can care less about, but the influencers are in the streets. I'm looking for a few of them. Holla at me, ladies. But Mike Keller PG here. It is Black History Month, and I'm loving it. Hines, where's our gifts, man? You slipping. You didn't hear this year? We're doing all gifts.
Jews are kind of involved in that one. Yeah.
Man, they're not in Jews in this. It's Black History, man. Give us our love. But we are here, Courtside Radio. We are doing our things, man. Michael, the PG here. And it's going to be so much fun, man. I am the Magic Johnson of the show to make sure this thing is show time. Every time you tune in to Courtside Radio on a Monday or Thursday. I got to introduce first my guy across the table with the LA cap. Two bitter fans because it's supposed to be our teams playing this Sunday, but life works how it works. But E-Money, man, what's the deal?
Yo, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, happy Black History Month. So I want to say, I'm Amasai, Makusa, and Ngawa to everybody out there listening. It's your boy E-Lamb, a.k.a. Big Dreidel, a.k.a. the Lamb DeLorean, a.k.a. I'm going to go with Panthro today. Yo, we got another dynamic show lined up. Credentialed in the house. We go catch us. Super Bowl all week. We got content for you. This is the place you come when you want the live and direct, up close and personal. We got it for you. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir, man. My guy E, the workaholic, I guess since he's going to be the Mandalorian, I'll be Michael Skywalker. But we're going to talk a little bit later about Boba Fett.
Boba Fett out here in
and
the streets.
Everything that's going on with that amazing show. But next to my guy E is the one and only Larry Bird of the show from the mean streets of Beverly Hills, Alex Hines. What's the deal,
Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you were talking about the series, the Book of the Mandalorian, right? Yeah, because that's pretty much what the series is at this point. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Big Shamrock, the Crypto King, and the Sheeb Army General, Mr. Alex Hines. Back. Let's get this, guys. We got a lot of NBA stuff to discuss, some decent football to discuss. Not the subpar football, I guess, but for betting purposes, some decent
Mac
stuff.
Jones, the Hunter Renfro. Did you see?
Yeah. Let's go, baby. You'll be seeing that in a couple years too from the New England Patriots.
With the gritty though, that was wild.
Yeah, clean in the end zone.
It was actually clean though.
No, it was.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we got this going. Let's get some Courtside Radio started.
Yes, sir. And of course, next to me, the happiest man until after this game Sunday is our guy, Mr. Inglewood himself, the Pappy. What's the deal, Mike? How you doing, man? You doing all right?
Most def. What up? It's Big Mike out of Pappy in the studio live just for you. You already know what it is. It's Courtside. We back, baby. We can't even help it. We got that fuego sports knowledge. We got more hunters coming out the works. But you know what it is. It's like barbershop meets ESPN, and we at it again. So we can't help it but give you nothing but that raw, real, and everything you need.
No,
you anything but a dream.
Nobody out there can see, or Mike doesn't have headphones on yet. He was talking perfectly in rhythm with that song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, perfectly in rhythm with Electric Relaxation.
Hey, this is one of the most smoothest beats, ever. You can do everything to this beat. You can beat somebody up.
This one of the first CDs I received as a gift as a little kid was this album.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what black friend was that?
It was my soon-to-be brother-in-law, who is now my brother-in-law, Greg.
Oh, shout out to Greg,
6'5" Jewish guy.
for knowing
just about to say,
6'5" Jewish. That's different.
Hey, but this Courtside Radio, and you know, we were any closer, we'd be in the game. You already know it is. It's the starting five.
Yep.
PG, what we on today?
Hey, so what we on today? We're going to start off. The trade deadline is approaching. This Thursday, we're going to see if any names major move. I know we have the Karis LeVert trade. He's going to be going to Cleveland. And the Pacers are kind of like in a rebuild. They got the Ricky Rubio deal. So my question to my guys today, do we expect any major trades, any major names to be moved? We hear Harden, we hear Ben Simmons.
Oh, I got a
and
big,
a few others. So we'll start with you.
I got a big name.
Let's hear it.
Russell Westbrook is going to get moved.
Don't be disrespectful.
Russell Westbrook.
His bro might be listening and be mad at me.
Listen, that dude is about to get punted. LeBron just said if there's a way that you can improve, he said if there's a way that you can improve the roster, you got to take it. Russ got benched. I want to say the last game.
Yeah, last game.
In the fourth quarter or
in overtime.
in overtime.
Yep.
Russ look. My man can count the number of days on his hand that he has.
Hey, what's that word that you call sorry people?
Poochies?
Hey, even poochies. But okay, so you think Russ get moved?
Russ is getting ready to get moved, man.
Okay, Himes,
There's got to be a joke there about like Thanos having LeBron's face on him and goes like, "I am inevitable." And then Westbrook getting traded. No. Look, I want to point out three things. One, James Harden is going to stay put. Like there is zero chance that he ends up getting moved, especially in a deal with Philadelphia. There is zero incentive for Brooklyn to really roll the dice on that, especially with the upcoming free agency. Let's get that out of the way. The one player I definitely think has an opportunity and will get shipped out is CJ McCollum. The Portland Trailblazers will finally cave and they will send him to the New York Knicks. And I guarantee you this means we'll finally see a player that is a star forward or a decent scoring forward playing again with a guy like Damian Lillard. We're going to see Nerlens Noel and we're going to see Julius Randle end up on Portland. That's what I'm calling right now.
That'll be unique. McCollum at the Mecca. I think I like that.
And that allows them to bring a guy like Obi Toppin, the starting minutes that he definitely needs. It clears up a lot of the room and a lot of the cap space that the Knicks are going to have to deal with, especially since they overpaid for guys like Fournier and Walker. I mean, the Knicks got to make moves. James Dolan is the devil, and Portland's looking to make a deal right now with him.
Okay. Mike, what you got for us? Any major trades, any major names on the move that we should be looking forward to this Thursday?
I just see James Harden still as an option, but I feel like there's only one squad that can literally take him, and they're still on the fence.
Okay.
Because do you make the team that you're going to have to play against better, or do you just not believe in what you have right now? Because they're winning without Ben Simmons. So it's like
balling, actually.
That's what I'm like. And Kyrie's out here giving 27 and 11 and losing.
Yeah, part-time work.
And you're not going to get Tyrese Maxey in that deal. They made it clear. They're not going to give up Maxey as a scoring player.
Hell no.
And if I were the Nets, I would be enticed by the deal with Maxey and Simmons. But unless that's – which it's not going to be the case. So there's no reason to make the move. It's a haste move.
That's why I was like,
I agree.
There's not too many people that's taking it, but that's the only people I can see that can honestly, at this point, who you really trying to give up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you don't get something in return that can make your team better, or at least put you in a better position, why the fuck would you do it?
No, I agree. Shout out to the Clippers who did also make a move earlier. They got Norman Powell, who in the L 137 to 113 to Milwaukee scored 28 points, big time points. So shout out to Norman Powell. We'll start with the Clips. Bruce, will we see a major trade or a major name be on the move?
Only one I see right now is the CJ trade. I don't think the Lakers make a move. If we do, be blockbuster, but I don't really see anything going on there.
Okay.
Maybe a couple cuts and then some signs on some once they start doing buyouts again, as always. I don't see any major trades. I would just love to see the New York trade. Shout out to the Clippers for that.
Yeah.
But I think the Cleveland trade is a sleeper right now. Like that.
Okay.
Cavs going all in basically with Karis LeVert is just an extra score that they have because they don't really have that. Like
from the wing, yeah.
Like Garland balling, like he's out of control. But Karis LeVert's a hooper. And I think with that defense and just basically inserting him and probably into that starting lineup at the 2, it's going to be a problem with that. And then they lost Laurie actually for a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But I don't see any big trades happening. Everything look like it's going to happen off season.
So speaking of LeBron, you mentioned LeBron. He said the Lakers are all in this together, Russ included. That's what that's the talk.
Yeah, anytime LeBron singles out any one person, that does not bode well. Yeah, like this is the guy right here.
We're not trading him.
We're not trading Himes. Himes is my guy. This is Courtside Radio with Alex Himes.
You don't single out a guy unless you plan on having something adjusted, right? And plus, it makes him look like a good guy in the media. People are already saying he's the one that's going to have the final say on everything. So if he comes out publicly and says, no, we're not going to trade him, then it automatically looks like, oh no, it's Pelinka, it's management, it's the pressure from the organization to win, not him.
So you think it's a LeBron ploy to get the pressure off him?
Look, I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but given all the evidence that we've seen over the years of what he's been able to do in terms of bringing people together on teams as well as really taking control of certain franchises, it's not out of the realm of the possibility to see this not just being a conspiracy, but being reality.
Okay, because LeBron after practice today said, at the end of the day, as his brother, we're all in this together. We're all in this foxhole together. There is not one guy who's doing it by himself. There's not one guy you can blame over another guy. There's not one guy.
That's very similar to what he said. Something similar to about Isaiah Thomas when he was in Cleveland.
And they traded the whole roster.
They traded him the next day, dude. So
can we also remember that this is the same guy that happens to have loyalty tatted on his rib cage, and this is the same guy that went to Miami, then back to Cleveland, then to the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, let's trade LeBron to a contender so he can get this ring and the Lakers can actually get something in return. I know that sounds like preposterous, but I mean the Lakers have literally traded away their future and have nothing on the horizon.
Nothing.
So for me, if I was the GM, I'd pull he and Rich Paul. Like, hey, Bron, I really want you to get this ring. I want you to be able to get your fifth. You choose the destination. We'll try to get what we can in return.
Hot take.
Can I make one suggestion and that we can leave it there? I just want to hear what your guys' thoughts are.
Let me hear.
If Pat Riley called the Lakers right now and said, we'll give you Jimmy Butler and a pick for LeBron James, would you do it?
Take it.
As a
both ways, though. Do you approve it both ways? If you're Pat, am I taking the deal? If you're the Lakers, am I taking the deal?
If you're Pat, yes, LeBron James. And you instantly become the favorite with him next to Bam and all of the guys over there. And with the Lakers, you get a first-round pick, which you need, young talent. Then you get Jimmy Butler, who's a little younger, and you know he's not coming with the – Jimmy's just going to show up and hoop. You know, I know we're dreaming about this because it's not going to happen because they're the Los Angeles Laker LeBrons right now. But, yeah, if you can do that, yeah, you have to.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be smart.
It's kind of crazy. Think about like this 2 years ago. Like if I had made that question, everyone would looked at me like
no, because I never was a fan. I never was a fan of LeBron coming here, not because of his skill set. I just knew what was going to come with it. I knew we were going to have to issue all of our youth to get players that fit. You know, that 1-4 out system that LeBron has to play in order for him to be effective.
Yeah,
and we would eventually get old and decrepit and start to fall apart, and everything was going to be the ancillary pieces and not LeBron. And so for me, it's like, let's get rid of LeBron. Let's just start. Let's jumpstart this rebuild.
And that's how it kind of, you know, and that's the situation you get with LeBron. So y'all let us know out there, people. Do you think that we're going to see major moves, any big names that are going to be traded? Let us know what you think. Because you heard the guys, man. So we're going to keep it on the trade deadline because it's coming this Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern for us here in the West Coast. And we got to talk about some of the biggest trade deadline deals of all time. So since we are the starting five, we're going to have to give our top five. So just to mention some, and I'm just going to mention the 2000s because we're 22 years in it, and it's been a lot of big moves. But you have the Boogie trade, which he went from the Kings to the Pelicans. You have Sixers trading for Mutombo. You have the Bulls sending Artest to the Pacers. You have Ray Allen for Gary Payton, if you remember that deal. Rasheed Wallace going to the Pistons and ruining Karl Malone's our chance to win 4 titles in 5 years. The Celtics, they reacquired Antoine Walker in 2005
for nothing.
Pretty much.
Washing machine.
The Lakers get Gasol. Carmelo to the Knicks. It's a lot of trades. Celtics trade for Kendrick Perkins. Did it count? Psych! We don't give a damn about Kendrick Perkins.
Was this the Basketball Network article? Huh? There was an article written about this, I believe.
Yeah, it's an article. Clippers use pick to dump Davis and they lose out on Kyrie.
Yeah, that's one of the trades that people forget about.
IT to the Celtics. So there's been a lot of trades that's gone down since the year 2000. So what would we say was number one? I know number one. But
look, this is unfair. Honestly, I couldn't give any of these a number one because the only one to me that would be number one and it's fitting is what result ultimately occurred for said deal. So it would have to be Rasheed Wallace going to the Pistons. First year, and that solidified his Hall of Fame status almost from the get-go.
Is he a Hall of Fame?
No, he's not Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's tough. But
no, I don't think he's Hall of Fame.
You don't think that he's going to end up being a Hall of Famer down the road?
He don't have enough accolades. But okay,
point being is that he managed to guide a team both defensively and offensively and lead them to a title in their first season. You know how many other players that were all-stars that got traded at the deadline, how many of them won a title?
Probably like 37.
Zero. Rasheed Wallace is the only all-star to be traded at the deadline ever to win a title within that same season. So it's going to have to be that. But I really do think that Gasol,
right.
I think that Gasol and the 76ers move are tied second if I'm going to have to put anything second. Because getting Gasol, look what he was able to do with the Lakers. You have a Batman and Robin, you have multiple title runs.
Himes, you're my guy. You're totally wrong about
76ers
right now.
76ers and Mutombo, that's the third.
No, I know,
100%.
but number one has to be Pau Gasol. Just the fact that the Lakers instantly made it to the finals, played in 3 straight finals and won 2 of them. That's the trade that changed everything.
I don't think he understands my Celtic bias, how deep it runs.
No, I know. I understand it, but I just have to make sure that the world and everyone that's listening.
Whoa, you have to understand that second title 2010 doesn't count.
It definitely is hanging up in the Raptors.
2010, 2020, they all count.
Himes, you're asleep. But so do we all pretty much agree, other than Himes, because he's biased, that Pau Gasol is number one?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's number one because just the instantaneous chemistry that Kobe and Pau were able to have on the court.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like hearing, Pau Gasol just got traded to the Lakers. And I'm like, stop
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, right. Like, who did we give up? Mark Gasol and Kwame Brown. I said, there's no way in the world Memphis is taking that. And then I was like, wait a minute.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
Jerry West is over there. Maybe he's throwing us a lob.
He probably did.
Through a hoop. What you mean?
And what ensued was the last great run the Lakers had, that resulted in multiple championships. So, that's number one for me.
Yeah, okay. So I think most of us agree with number one. But what about number two? Is it the Pistons? Well, we say number two is the Rasheed Wallace deal.
Go on, Mike.
You got it, Mike.
She can get number two, but I feel like what did he do to really solidify himself? As I heard, Hall of Fame. I don't see that yet. Like, he was a good player, but he had a squad. What other squads at that time had 4 all-stars going into being starters? Come on now.
Okay.
So it's like Detroit actually was. They were working their way up to 50-win season, 60-win, like a 62-win season. And I said, okay, they actually have the tutelage to be successful, no matter who they playing against.
Mm-hmm.
Rip Hamilton was killing.
Yep.
You had Tayshaun Prince from Comptown that played over at Dominguez and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Sheedy Shee, Ben Wallace, monster over here in the paint dominating. So it's like you had a team that helped you win, but you was the dog and you took the text. And
facing a team with 4 Hall of Famers.
Karl Malone was hurt, so he didn't
Gary
play.
Payton.
He was washed.
Those they played them on their latter years, even though being with a team that I want to go for is, bro, you can't say that was
so Rasheed is clearly number two.
They can continue to.
Can we agree that I think that trade is number two when you think of the deadline trades?
I think what she brought to that Pistons team more than anything is attitude.
Mm-hmm.
He was the vocal leader. He was a dog, and I think he just rounded out that that tough and gritty Larry Brown team. You had Chauncey, who had up until that point hadn't been an all-star, hadn't been considered. You had Tayshaun Prince, who was an elite wing defender.
Yes.
You had who else was on that team?
I think they had
Chauncey.
Darvin Ham, was he on that? Or Corliss Williamson?
Corliss, yes.
Corliss Williamson.
You had a ton of attitude.
Milicic.
Don't say I knew he was gonna say Dark.
Hey, he's top 5 pick.
You had a ton of attitude, and I think if anybody typified like vocally what that team represented, it was going to be she. So I see that as a great trade.
All right, so number 3,
Mutombo.
Bruce, would you go with the Mutombo trade as the number 3 trade since 2000? No,
AD.
But it wasn't trade deadline.
Wasn't it? It wasn't?
No, that was
summer.
Yeah, that was the summer. Man, we had a live show right before that. Shout out to GS, man, Game and Sports Ball.
That was such an aggravated show. You remember how mad I was?
It's not gonna work. We had a live show, and we were like, man, it's gonna be fun. We had our topics ready to talk, and it was like breaking news. Anthony Davis to Lakers. We said, bro, this just made the day. I was pissed.
The entire show, I kept on saying, this can't be real. This can't be happening. Like, this doesn't add up. This doesn't work. Come on, David Stern, come back from the grave. Do what you need to do.
And LeBron said, I told you I got us one. But
yeah, you're right. It's definitely Mutombo.
Okay.
It's definitely got to be Mutombo. Like, going to Philly? Like,
yeah.
For Theo Ratliff, who was injured.
Yeah.
For Theo Ratliff. It was like a fleece, like a Paul Gasol trade. Like, it was just a fleece.
Yeah.
In my eyes, like, you getting somebody who's technically like end of his prime, but still really good at what he does. Fits right into that with that situation they had out there with one of the best to ever do it.
No, and AI was MVP. You had Aaron McKee, a 6-man, then Mutombo's Defensive Player of the Year. So it was just a crazy trade. What's up, Himes?
I want you guys to hear the stats. 11.7 points per game in that season where they went to the finals, 12.4 rebounds and 2.5 blocks per game for Mutombo.
He got Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. In half a year with Philly, 28 games.
Man, y'all tripping. The number 3 has to be Boogie Cousins. The dude was a freaking all NBA.
They got nothing from it though.
Man, that's only because his Achilles gave out, dude.
Yeah.
He and Anthony Davis were on to something great. They were starting to figure it out, put it together.
They was 25 a night each.
Like Rondo looked like vintage Rondo with that team too.
Yeah.
If Boogie remains healthy, New Orleans, their entire trajectory. I think Alvin Gentry, so he was a coach. He's looked at differently as a coach. New Orleans probably is hosting a party or another parade on Bourbon Street. Like, that had the potential of being something great.
Yeah.
And, my guy Boogie was never the same after that. So for me, that trade has to be number 3.
Okay. I just like the Mutombo one, just the fact that you get instantly to the championship. And if it wasn't for playing probably the greatest team, one of the greatest teams of all time, the 2000-2001 Lakers.
Wait. Who won the championship then?
I do want to actually be the devil's advocate to ease part right here and say Mutombo was a great addition, right?
Yeah.
But let's be frank. It wouldn't have been Mutombo's impact that would have won the title. It would have been him being a supporting like B-star cast member in the movie with like the best dude on the court that would have killed the Lakers single-handedly.
But that team was known for their defense. Like, that's why they won, and he was the Defensive Player of the Year. The focal point of that.
No.
Couldn't go to the rack because it was Mount Mutombo.
And the most important player on that roster was Eric Snow.
Get out of here. So would that make number 4 Boogie? Because I would say number 4 is Ray Allen for Gary Payton.
See, that's my 5th.
Just because you don't really see bona fide stars traded for bona fide star.
But GP was on the tail end of his career.
He was. Yeah, he was for sure. But Ray was in a special place.
Ray was different.
Ray was different. So I guess that'd be so. Lakers, Pau Gasol, number 1.
Yeah, no question.
Okay, number 2, we got Sheed. So number 3, what we going with? We going with Boogie or Mutombo?
Mutombo.
I'm going Boogie.
I'm still going Mutombo.
Mutombo. Mike, I got Mutombo.
I had Boogie.
Boogie?
You can't. I mean, 3 beats tell me that.
Yeah, so 3 beats 2.
2 players averaging 25 and 10, plus one averaging 28 and 25. Come on now.
Yeah, it just didn't pan out because of injuries, and The number one ability is
we know availability. We know.
He brought up the whole. They probably would have had another party. What Mardi Gras 2 for the year? Like they ain't having a party anytime soon. They just have another
but it was a great trade because they were productive.
Yeah.
Immediately. Not now, but right now.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as they got together, they were I'm talking about Twin Towers again. I'm talking about gumbo fed Twin Towers. Killing.
Do you know what trade I might put in front of that?
Who?
Just off of
Ron
impact.
Artest?
Let us know.
Artest is one of them. But that squabble in the stands kind of changed.
I mean, but
look, that
was Jermaine O'Neal.
IT to the Celtics would be huge because his impact on that team.
But they did him dirty, so
they did, and that's why
they traded for him and then did what?
Yeah,
no,
but I don't like your hit.
It doesn't matter. Like what he did with that team that year, and then the fact that he became an MVP candidate.
Bro, he revitalized.
Hold on.
AD
and Boogie were both in the MVP conversation. You just said.
Yeah, but were they one in the Eastern Conference?
Hold on. You just said that we couldn't consider it because the best ability was availability, and he got injured. IT got injured. He freaking
but not during his MVP season. Not when he was number one on the.
They made the conference finals.
He made the conference finals on the team that was the number one in the East.
28?
Even though it was a shit East, he was still number one in the East, and they went to the ECF.
Hey, Haim, see, I agree with you, Celtics, baby.
He was
This might be like honestly, this is a first. Like I'm gonna have a cheers to that. Cheers, gentlemen. Michael and I agreeing on a Celtics fact.
But yeah, that's the one I will place in front of the Boogie one. Just because before that, the Celtics was what's your world famous word?
Poochies.
They were Poochies before that.
And you know who they traded for IT?
Who they trade?
Marcus Thornton.
Yeah,
Marcus Thornton.
Now.
You know what I'm saying? Which was a solid player, but
he in China.
I think he was in Shanghai last time.
Shanghai?
Yeah,
Okay.
last time I had checked, and that was like 2-3 years ago.
Shanghai Sharks. Shout out to the Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, man, y'all let us know what you guys think out there. Always remember, you can hit us up in the chat. We got answers for you, and we're going to shout you out. Let us know what your favorite trade deadline deals have been since the year 2000. Courtside Radio, we are here doing our things. I got my guy E across the table from me. E, say what's up to the people again.
Yo, what up? It's your boy E Lamb. Welcome to Courtside. This is Courtside Radio, where if we were any closer, we'd be in the game. You already know who it is.
Yep. And of course, I got across the table my guy Haim. Say what's up to the people, Haim.
Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you tuning into Courtside Radio every Monday and Thursday, 6:30 p.m. We love you. We appreciate you. Let's get some more Celtics talk.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Power Play Radio 1, who said, what about the Cavaliers trade Kevin Johnson, Tyron Corbin, and Mark West to Phoenix in 1988? That big time. That's one of the bigger trades.
Didn't they have my guy Chambers on that squad?
Tom Chambers, yeah. That's when he jumped off of Mark Jackson's chest.
Man,
Tom Chambers
need him in the chin.
Need him in the chin and dunked on him.
You remember the trade that happened the year before that? Ron Harper. I'm pretty sure that was the year before that, too.
Where did Ron Harper go?
They moved him to the Clippers. Remember the whole scandal?
That's
when they played at the sports arena.
Sports arena.
Yep.
Yeah, when tickets was like $3.
Yeah, you get a free pair.
You buy 2 tacos from Del Taco, you get 2 Clippers tickets.
And then shout out to Power Play Radio again. They said they also had Drew Holiday over there, which they had a special squad. So shout out to Power Play Radio, man. Great podcast TV network there in Dallas. Shout out my guy Don, man, for tapping in and showing love. But of course, Mike Kelly PG, my guy E, Haim's there. Mike, say what's up to the people again, sir.
What up? If you're tapping in live on YouTube or on your favorite streaming service, we appreciate you. We love you, and you know what we got for you.
Yes, sir.
Nothing but love, baby.
Nothing but love, man. And then, of course, on the ones and twos, our guy, Bruce, one more time, say what's up to the folks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Monday, everybody, man. We're going to keep this thing going.
And we're going to keep it going because we have to talk about the people. And it is Black History Month, so we have to show love to a very dope story that the NBA is giving out. The inaugural NBA HBCU Classic between Howard, Morgan State will be part of All-Star Weekend festivities as the league expands support of historically Black colleges and university. The league expects some of its All-Stars and members of the 75th anniversary to attend the game. Short thoughts. What do you guys think about this, man? This is something different.
Man, this is going to be big for Black colleges, particularly the more high school athletes athletes are starting to choose HBCUs.
Yes.
And for those who go and are able to play in this game, it'll be able to showcase their talents. I'm looking forward to the battle of the HUs when Hampton plays Howard. So I think the NBA is doing something extremely good. NFL, take note. This is how you do a All-Star game.
Hey, and it's so dope because the game is going to be broadcasted February 19th on the broadcast TNT and ESPN2 from the home arena of Cleveland State. What's your thoughts, Hein?
I love this, especially for the fact that one of the things that I think that the NBA needed to do, which the NBA has always been very forward-thinking and progressive in terms of both of how they manage their players, post-playing career, in terms of social media, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that the NBA is having both executives, current and former NBA players, sit down with these kids to actually talk about planning, researching, and developing and honing in their craft, and laying the foreground for their future down the road. I think it's big. This is what we've been talking about, needing to have that gap bridge between what players are going to do both during their career and post-career to keep themselves afloat and steady. And we're finally getting to see that.
Yeah, and I just think that it's a dope partnership, man. And I'm just happy, man, that the NBA is doing this. And like he said, it's going to make more kids say, why not go play HBCU? They're starting to get these big games at the NBA, who I want these scouts to see me. I can go dominate and score 30 a game and then go to this big game and show out and probably be a top 10 pick. So I love it. Mike Bruce, you got any thoughts on this historic game that's going to be coming February 19th?
Where the NBA is compared to all the other leagues, man. Like, leaps and bounds ahead.
Yeah.
That is being inclusive, giving some young kids an opportunity to probably be on some primetime TV, which they probably wouldn't. So
yeah, that's hard. Yeah, where do you watch HBCU basketball?
ESPN Plus.
You probably.
You okay? I don't even think I
ESPN
got that.
The Ocho.
I don't even think I got
You
that.
got it.
I don't think I got that. Okay, what's your thoughts, Mike?
I feel like this is one of the best moves I've seen the NBA makes thus far towards trying to say that, we pushing the black ticket.
Okay.
So much we know where our market is, but it's like we do appreciate you and we support you.
Mm-hmm.
But they're giving a shine to a lot of talent that does not get the notoriety or does not get the publication that they should, and most likely wouldn't have gotten without this opportunity. So you about to see some, HBCU kids actually show out. There's real talent going, and we have to keep the trend of more top tier players, like the young man that wanted to go to Jackson State.
Oh, the corner. Yeah.
Do you understand me? Number 2 in the nation?
Yeah.
So you have players like that saying that, hey, we choose this and we can bring money our way too, and we got the homies that's gonna slide. So
yeah,
let's get this money and monetize.
And I think the true sign of success in this partnership is going to be like funding HBCUs. If you start seeing more corporate partners like investing in HBCUs, like actually giving money, because shout out to my cousin Jaleel. He went to Morehouse and it was crazy that they didn't even have, like, they had sewage problems. They didn't have AC in the dorms.
Them,
and it's
Clark,
like,
all that is,
it's grimy.
Yeah,
it's real grimy. So
okay.
Filthy with an F.
Hey, so shout out to Chris Paul, the former union president. He pushed for HBCU's connection to All-Star Weekend last year, and they're finally coming through with it. So shout out to Chris Paul. Shout out to the NBA, man. Such a good look. But guys, can I spark a conversation with you? And I have to talk to LA Sparks, man. So shout out to the LA Sparks. First of all,
woo! Shout out to Sparks.
Liz is in the building.
Yeah, Moran class. Liz here, y'all.
Liz Cambage. Clearly, Bruce, how excited are you about this move for the
That's
Sparks?
a huge move. They needed a big, man. Like they had somebody in the middle. I went and watched one of those games, and it was the defense was there, but adding someone like Liz to that equation. I know we lost Wheeler, but they signed Taya. They probably let her loose a little bit more this year. So that's huge. Like Liz Cambridge is
she's a savage.
She averaged 14 points, 8 rebounds, 1.6 blocks last year. She's one of the bigger names, I would say, in the WNBA. So it's a great look.
Look, this is a great move. This is a great move. I mean, doubling down on what you said, you know what the Sparks' center's height is? Amanda's height is 6'5".
Yeah.
Cambridge is 6'8".
Yeah.
The center
Then you got
is only getting 5.1 rebounds, and Cambridge is averaging 8.2. 8.2.
Mhm.
It's going to upgrade the defense almost immediately.
Man, I don't care nothing about them stats. The Sparks about to have the best team on the court. Listen, you got Taya Cooper. Hey, AK. I'm not hating on your girl, bro. You got Taya Cooper. You got Liz Cambage. You got Arella G.
Yeah.
You got Katie Samuelson. Like, yes, they are going to be ballers. All right,
They don't look good
Sparks,
doing it.
listen, if you are a single man, all right, in the city of Los Angeles, come to an LA Sparks game.
Facts.
I guarantee you,
Do
if
it.
you got a modicum of game, you are going to leave with a few numbers, bro.
Facts. Hey, and he's preaching real. And then the Sparks also
real hype for them.
also made the move. Nah, they're gonna be beautiful out there. 2020 WNBA Draft, 4th overall pick, Kennedy Carter
She a hooper too.
is also
And she's
joining
cute.
the Sparks. Yeah, because she was traded. They traded Erica Wheeler and a 2022 second round pick, which is the 15th pick in this year's draft, and then the 2023 first round pick. So the Sparks they're gonna be talented. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to cover the games, man. It's gonna
I'm
be
at
so
every home game.
Man, every home game going up
Catch me
because
there too.
gotta support the ladies,
Man,
man.
you need your media pass too.
I'm finally a fan of some LA sports team. I'm finally a Sparks fan.
Okay, man, give us some hand claps,
Welcome
man.
to the city. Let's go.
Welcome
Finally
to the
gave
city, man. He
Repping
actually-
LA. Let's go Sparks,
he actually
baby.
claiming it.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see Himes in purple and
Purple and
gold.
gold, yeah.
You will
You
never
might.
catch me wearing a Sparks
Yes.
jersey. I'm supporting,
Yes,
but
we
I
How
am
you
do.
gonna be
not
a fan? How you
Yeah.
gonna be a fan?
easy.
They're purple
I
and gold.
support when I go to the games. I don't need to wear purple and gold though.
Yeah, you got on
Yes,
a purple
you
shirt
do.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's
close
it.
enough.
There ain't no yellow on this outfit at all.
Check his
He's
socks.
trying to
Check
check
his
my
socks.
socks. He's trying to check my shoes.
Pocket check
Come
this.
on, look here. Wait a second. Yeah. Nothing.
You
Okay.
It's all right. We'll get you a Sparks hat.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
too
get you a-
dangerous.
we'll
He's too
get you
flexible
a-
just out the blue.
I'm a black belt,
I
bro. What do
know,
you
that's what I'm like.
expect?
I be telling people you kick the nose off somebody's face.
Hey, I'm gonna have to give me
You're
a
crazy.
Liz jersey for sure. But man, be on the lookout for the LA Sparks this year, and just be on the lookout period. The WNBA, a lot of free agency moves. They're having a very exciting free agency period, and then the draft is still to come before the season starts in May. So shout out to the WNBA, and that's me sparking a conversation. But Bruce, it's that time. It's your time. I hope that you ready. Hey, people, I hope that y'all ready because it's time for Bruce's Team of the Week. Take it away,
Sponsored
Bruce.
by
Yes,
Nobody.
sir. Yes, sir. Well, we talked about this team. We've been talking about this team for a long time, but there's one specific thing I want to talk about when we come to this team now, which is Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
8-game winning streak.
Okay.
Smacking up the Thunder tonight. But did you see that game where Clay had 20 plus in the first half and he was throwing up
yeah.
the
He was throwing up everything.
Man,
Come on,
He
man.
was celebrating a timeout before the timeout was called.
I had
Oh
to
my
stop
God.
watching it because I'm just like, damn it.
First half, bro, by first half. And I was like that. I just say that to say because we've talked about this team enough. We know who they are. We know what they got going over there. But him coming back like this already, man, it's trouble out here in the West. It's trouble out West right now. I'm just letting y'all know Phoenix is a problem, but Klay Thompson,
They coming.
oh, man, y'all in trouble.
Klay Thompson to replace Wiggins in the All-Star game. I'm going to start the vote now.
Don't disrespect me.
Don't be disrespectful. The kid has held his own for years with Clay being out. Let him get his little shine. Like, I know that his vote in was basically because he's right there next to Steph when you vote, probably. He's like, oh, vote for both of these dudes right now.
from the Warriors.
They had to, like, double up. Vote for these two right now. And it was a done deal. But Klay Thompson is back slowly but surely. And like I said, just to see a little spark or something like that was crazy. Like I said, we don't really got to hold on that topic too long. We know who the Golden State Warriors are. We know where they're going to be when it comes late in the season, especially watching them right now. Shout out.
All right. Hey, much love, man, to the Golden State Warriors, who's doing it on both ends. They're averaging 110.9 points and only giving up 102.7.
Yeah.
I like it, man. So shout out to this
I'm actually
week's
surprised.
Bruce's Team of the Week.
I'm actually surprised.
Okay.
You know, okay, I understand it's my team, but because I bring it up because the stats came out, the team that's been the best defensively since Christmas and who's also had the best and most efficient scoring since Christmas has actually been the Celtics. And I say that in complete disbelief.
So time to move on, everyone.
You can ignore that. I hope you guys just came back from being here.
So
drink some popcorn.
Yeah, just to tap in with the culture, because we are the culture here at Courtside Radio. We're going to give you the culture news. Here with the culture news, we have to talk about TV. You know, a lot of people, there's a lot of great things on TV right now that a lot of people are watching. And we talked about the Book of Boba first. So let's tap in about the Book of Boba. Are you guys watching the Book of Boba?
I'm watching it. I haven't finished the latest episode.
Yeah, okay. So I'll make sure not to say that.
I know about. Yeah,
you mean the Book of the Mandalorian?
Yeah, so like I know where we are now. Okay. Like I know that like he's here, and I'm like, oh, so we just
wait, no, wait a second.
No, there's something that has happened.
Yeah.
No. Last week's episode, like I was on Twitter at the wrong time, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you know about same with Euphoria last night. I was like, oh no.
Wait a second. What did you see on Twitter?
What you see on Twitter?
I don't know, man.
So you know about Grogu, huh? You know about Grogu.
Yeah,
Grogu.
man.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I can say Grogu.
Yeah, Grogu.
You can say the word.
Hey, so shout out to Power Play. Yes, Clay is the best catch and shoot player in NBA history. Bonafide. No one is fighting you on that. And if they are, slap them in the face and tell them I sent you.
Ray Allen.
Yeah, Ray Allen.
No, it's Clay
Ray come off that screen and
Yep.
So the Book of Boba Fett, where we are. Yo,
very impressed.
Shout out. Listen, Mr. Favreau, it got me so tongue tied, bro. Like it's you know how something's so good, you just man, what do I want to say?
Yeah.
Like that's where we are with the Book of Boba Fett. The past 2 episodes, you haven't even seen Boba Fett. Haven't even seen him.
You saw him just like
I think they've been trolling us the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, they was like giving us a story.
Just
you
wait.
Get like commit. You like, okay, I'm in. Boba Fett's good. And then they're like, psych.
Wait till Boba Fett and the Mandalorian they team up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
crazy. Shout out to Luke Walton. Wow. Luke Skywalker, who's one of my favorite characters, and then Ahsoka Tano, who's amazing. They're doing some great stuff.
How are you guys praising this so far? This show has been boring up until we got to see the Mandalorian. Are you joking? Boba Fett has been a pussy this entire series up until you actually got to see the Mandalorian get involved. The Mandalorian revitalized this series as a whole. Watching Boba Fett look like a shell of himself, and I get he's 99 years old or whatever the number is, and also sat in a cryogenic pod to get rid of his like weird pasty like plasticware skin. No, it doesn't matter. That guy was a bounty hunter and a murderer. I want to lead by respect and example. Shut the hell up and get back to murdering people. You literally spent the first 90 years of your story arc taking money, working with Vader, getting his ass killed, and ended up in a worm's stomach, and now you're going to pussyfoot around? There's no reason why this guy needs to be this much of a wimp in this series. The fact that we are praising the show for having 2 episodes straight of no one Boba Fett tells you how bad the series has been for him and how it's basically the Book of the Mandalorian.
Hey, you totally forgot that he comes from the clones, right? And the clones are generals.
No. You got it backwards. The clones come from him and his family.
His dad,
his family.
His dad is him. He's the clone of his dad.
And they come from them.
Let me tell you
they come from his dad, who was a bounty hunter, of course, but he's a leader and said, I want to lead in a different way.
Django.
So you're disrespecting my guy.
No, he spent 90 years doing it that way.
You're disrespecting Boba Fett. Mike, you got it.
I want y'all to understand from a perspective of someone who has not watched one damn show. Really? Y'all went way too far with this one.
Oh, bro, man,
I know what y'all are talking about, but are y'all serious?
Sleep is the cousin of death, Mike.
Yeah, wake up. Yeah, wake up.
I'll be up 2-3 days at
Star Wars
you cannot claim that you stay woke if you're over here like a head with an ostrich
I already know
in the sand, not watching the show.
I'm not, because y'all understand. I don't watch these shows.
I'm just giving y'all notes or the news articles, the Twitter feed.
You can't watch.
You got it all the time. Hey, everybody got a little. Everybody got a little bit of nerd / geek in them. You know what I'm saying? This is where I geek out right here.
Hey, so
don't make me break out the Super Saiyan on
maybe
me.
this is a show that you watch because we all we like alcohol.
I lived it,
and we drink a little bit, and Himes lived it, and maybe some of us lived it. On HBO, Euphoria. Are we watching Euphoria?
Hell yeah,
Mike. Are you watching it?
I am not.
Damn, Mike.
Mike, do you read books, bro? What do you do?
I do.
All right, so what are you reading right now?
Look, I can't read.
What are you reading right now, Mike?
Dr.
Last
Seuss
book
doesn't
I'm
count.
Actually, Dr. Seuss, nah. Still Rich Dad Poor Dad. I keep rereading that one. Then I have I have Derek Grace, a couple of his docu series that I still have on a laptop right now, which I left in my car.
Okay,
but it's some of those things when you have to become an entrepreneurial father, and you actually have to look at setting up generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
You have to tap into your mind in a different aspect of what you've seen in yourself. So once you've seen the God in you and the greatness in you, everything else around you, everything you can manifest, you will visualize and see soon.
I like this.
Do you not like Star Wars?
But you gotta entertain yourself.
So
I most definitely give my endorphins.
Man, get out of here. He be watching cartoons with his kids. That's why.
For a lot of Phineas and Ferb.
Hey,
all that.
We talking about Euphoria
SpongeBob going up.
Shout out to Rue, who might be the dopest anti-hero.
Hold on. I gotta say this. I haven't watched an episode of season 2 because Himes told me, you gotta watch Euphoria. You gotta watch Euphoria. And I'm like, all right, give me a synopsis. He's like, it's about high school kids and drugs and I'm like,
I heard about some druggies. That's what I've heard of.
Yo, from episode 1, I was hooked, and I said, I had to tell Himes, I said, I refuse to start watching season 2 because I'm not gonna sit up here and wait every week.
Okay,
I just want to be able to sit down and watch it. But hopping on Twitter and seeing the clips,
it
that
only
Zendaya
gets better.
Listen, Zendaya, give her the Emmy, give her an Oscar, give her the Tony Award. Listen, my sister is super duper talented. And I'm sitting up there watching on Twitter like, oh, dog, maybe I should just watch this episode real quick.
Bite the bullet.
Hey, man.
It's amazing.
Zendaya's character is the most infuriating. That's how good of an actress she is and how well she plays this role.
Facts.
I sit there and I seethe when she gets on screen. I'm like, I know you're not going to do this, but I'm rooting for you to do it. But you are such a demon. You are such a bad person that is struggling with addiction. And it hurts so much. Like last episode, watching everything from the last 5 minutes had me crap my pants. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm sitting there watching the last 5 minutes.
Episode,
like holy crap!
I really went from like, damn, I can't stand this girl. That's how great of a job she did. I really was like, bro, I hate her character.
The show, I'm gonna tell you, I hate the show. I hate it.
What?
Because I'm stressed
jealous.
out.
He's jealous.
From minute 1 to the credits. Especially when they cut it, like you're like, you gonna leave me here like that?
Facts.
Like, I was like,
they do that all the time.
Man, I'm stressed out from beginning to end. Like it cuts off basically. You're just like,
I need more.
Breathe now.
And it's a legit addiction. It's like you sit up there feeling like, y'all got any more?
They had me in the
They
tub.
made Nate Jacobs' dad, the guy who was the pedophile that should have gone to jail for the sex acts he committed, go from a hated character in one episode. They put the spotlight on him for 20 minutes, and he goes to being one of the most likable characters in the series.
You liked him from that episode? You're weird.
No. Think about it. They made him a likable character as opposed to showing him as just an asshole. They made him a human.
They
and
tried
they
to
showed
humanize
season 1 or season 2?
this last episode.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, E. This season blows away the last season.
Yes.
Are you
I
serious?
didn't think they could, dude.
And not like cocaine blow, like the good blow.
Like
well, actually,
blow.
both, I guess.
Hey,
But it's crazy.
so with Game of Thrones, how they did me in season 8, I was like, I refuse to get so caught up in like any one HBO show because the letdown is too severe.
They're gonna come with the letdown. Every show comes with the letdown. But you got to take this ride right now with Euphoria, man.
Except for this one.
These episodes right now.
Euphoria is so like I didn't even know where they could actually even go this season.
Yeah.
And they went and I'm like,
Hey,
every episode this season has been done like season 8, episode 3, the Great War. That battle, that's like
that
every
was terrible.
episode.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Get the hell out of here! That was the best episode of season 8.
That was the finale.
No, that was
that was the finale. We said
to have. So you telling me
other than Arya with the Michael Jordan
the Night King was able to sense stuff all around him, and Arya is sitting up in a tree and jumps out. And
that's why she was on she was with the many faceless men. That's how she did it.
That was. Keep going.
Hold the punches. Hold the punches. Hey, all I'm gonna tell you is I cannot wait for this next episode of Euphoria. It is gonna be so epic.
It's gonna be euphoric.
But yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
So let us know, man, what you guys think. Remember, you can hit us up in the chat on the TGN
Shout out Maddie
app.
for popping too.
Are you feeling euphoric? Don't forget to like, subscribe, check us out on all social media, ladies and gentlemen.
As I'm gonna say, she's the chosen one.
Yes, and all be all, chosen one right here. Cassie.
Chosen one. I need that one. But hey, we are here, Courtside Radio. Mike Hill, the PG. My guy EE. Say what's up to the people again.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is Courtside Radio. If we were any closer, we'd be in the game.
Of course. And then we have my guy Himes from the mean streets of Beverly Hills. Say what's up, Himes.
Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to go buy your Shiba Inu coin right now on crypto.com, the unofficial sponsor of Courtside Radio on the Good News Radio Network. We love you, people.
And then, of course, on the ones and twos, my guy Bruce. Say what's up, Bruce.
Yes, sir. Bruce Courtside here, and we are live.
Doing our thing. And we're moving on to Courtside from the sidelines. But before we get there, we got my guy Mike to give you his top plays. Mike, take it away, man. Top plays for ya. Let's get it.
What up, what up? It's Big Mike out of Pappy. You already know it's the top plays of the week. And we got starting off with a throwback. We're going to start with R.I.P. Sean Taylor. We can do 5.
Number 5.
Let's do it.
It was a Pro Bowl and it was abysmal for a lot of viewers. We got Sean Taylor, who lit the Pro Bowl up with one of the biggest hits. Talking about 30-yard sprint. He said, I got to set this one up. If everybody going to be lackadaisical, I thought I said we going hard or going home. And I'm out here saying Maui. Maui Wowie. You feel
Maui
me? Maui Wowie, you feel me?
Facts. Number 4.
Number 4. We're actually going to go to one of my favorite players. And it was, I had the reverb on that one, but Luka Doncic. Luka caught a body on Andre Drummond, and it was very, first of all, it was very deceptive. People didn't think that he still had the bunnies for it. They said he was out of shape. Well, like he getting in shape right now.
Hookah Luka, taking it straight to the basket, baby.
Hookah Luka, you stupid.
Number 3.
Number 3, we have one of the best. We have Stevie Franchise and Derrick Rose all in one. Ja Moran. He had to take off earlier this week against the Knicks. He caught the lob, cocked back. First of all, he had a max vert of 44 inches at 6'3". He has a radius that can catch a body like Capella if you need a block. Do you understand me? He covers all ground. He gets up off the ground. Very smooth, very easy, and all day.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2, what we have is we're going to Courtside from the sidelines.
Okay.
Because it's the last game and we have 2 teams ready to go ahead and contend for one of the best titles known to the United States, around the world. Who's going to be tapping into Inglewood, where it's all good. And we got Courtside from the sidelines, baby. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. Hey,
man.
So we got the top plays from Mike, man. Make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, Courtside Radio, where you can see all of our latest and greatest from the 5 here, man. So we got to take you to the sidelines, man. Courtside from the sidelines. Before we go to our NFL bag, shout out to my guy E Money. We were able to attend the East-West Shrine game, an all-star game for some of these college players who are looking to make their dreams come true by being NFL players. E, what did you take away from the East-West Shrine game?
Man, first and foremost, shout out to my guy Michael, the PG, man. He had to deal with my snoring.
As brotherly love.
Even more so, my man maintained his composure and professionalism when they didn't have his credential and sent us on a wild goose chase to try to get him inside. My guy Michael did not allow that to deter him. He got in the building, and because of him, we were able to get on the field.
That part.
Hey. But it was such a great experience, man. Shout out to my guy Chase Lucas from Arizona State, man. Looking forward to seeing his career take off and develop. Just the entire experience, the game in and of itself was a little lackluster. There were some people that stood out. My boy Diego Fago.
Yeah, Fago.
Was out there laying lumber, and I forget the name.
EJ Penny.
EJ Penny was out there throwing dimes. So it was a great game. It ended up being a good game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the experience.
I have one question for both of you from your experience.
What's up?
Did you guys happen to hear some of the most amazing names while you were at the East-West Shrine game?
No, it was some wild names.
What is your most interesting name from the takeaway?
Yeah, what's the best name of the weekend?
Let us know.
Diego Fagot.
Fagot.
Spell Fagot.
No, we got to throw an A in there.
Oh, the A in there to make it better. So Fagot. I go Fagot. But it was a great experience, man. I loved it.
I got one thing to say though.
Okay.
Let us know.
If you're a Raiders fan, I don't know how you could be hype about that stadium because it looks good. It looks the part. But as soon as you walk inside, it's super schmedium.
Yeah, LA Stadium is much
extra.
better.
It's extra medium.
Coming from a Niners fan, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. At least we got a shade. They're tanning in Frisco.
You're right about that. It's mad shade because it's black. But yeah, shout out to the East-West Shrine games, man.
And we got that fire flame in there.
Yeah,
that don't work.
Fuck does a flame change?
That don't work.
The flame just doesn't mean you win, bro.
It's Vegas. What you need flames for? It's hot.
Hey, facts. Hey, so just to take it to the NFL, shout out to the Houston Texans who hired a black coach, Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
Much love to them. He was the associate head coach to finish the year, and now he's the head coach. I love to see that. Pro Bowl thoughts. They're trash. The Pro Bowl needs to be fixed. The guys,
I'm just so upset.
It's gone the way of the NBA All-Star game, guys.
Yeah, but this is even worse. It's two-hand touch. But hey, guys, I thank you guys for having us. It was so much fun. We had such a great time. Be back with us on Thursday where we're going to talk the Super Bowl. We're going to give you X factors, and I'm going to tell you why the Cincinnati Bengals are winning the Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
Because they already beat the best team in the league already. So
let's go. I'm taking all.
I honestly don't think Cincinnati's going to win.
I don't either, but I'm taking all.
I didn't think they're going to win 2 weeks ago.
This is the one Super Bowl. No one's going to be mad. No one's going to be mad. Whoever wins the Super Bowl, everyone's going to be happy.
No, everybody's not going to be happy.
I'll
be pissed.
If LA don't win, I'm going to be pissed. I'll at least want to go to a parade. But I'm just nervous.
Bandwagoner, bro. Bandwagoner.
Yeah. Joe Cool too is crazy. But hey, Courtside Radio, we thank you guys so much. Y'all gonna really want to tap in Thursday. It's gonna be so much fun because I know Mike gonna have a lot to say and why his Rams gonna win. But I'm feeling something about Wnba. But Mike Kell, the PG, my guy Mike out of Pappy, Mr. Inglewood himself, Bruce Courtside on the ones and twos, Mr. Hines LA and E Money. We are out this day. We thank y'all so much. Thursday's gonna be lit. Courtside Radio. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Your goals do not give a fuck about your excuses. Stay focused.